Hello everyone and welcome back to our Wrath of the Lich King Timewalking campaign. So the quest for Thessarian that we just finished, we turned it in and he pretty much just sent us on our way with our quest reward. That was the end of that quest chain. So while we do have a few other things that we could do in the Borean Tundra, including some quests we've yet to pick up, that was a pretty decent little story arc there where we got to see the culmination of that storyline. And I decided to take us over to the Howling Fjord. I'm interested in checking out some of the introductory quests around there for the Alliance because I've only ever played through there on the Horde, and even that was a long time ago. So we're going to kind of change a pace here. So we're going to shoot over to the Howling Fjord. Maybe then we will enter into either the Grizzly Hills or Dragonblight. We'll see how it goes. We do have a couple of quests that take us into Dragonblight. Another note, you might be able to hear that my voice sounds a little bit different. I am a little bit under the weather as I'm recording this. Typical sore throat, runny or stuffed nose, depending on what hour it is and what position my body's in. Changes a little bit. But I'll get us over to the Howling Fjord and we'll check out what the zone has to offer for Alliance characters. And I've gone ahead and I've untracked all the quests from Borean Tundra. So we still have those quests, but we're not tracking them. That'll keep our objectives a little bit more clear, I hope. Now we can kind of get a look at things here as we fly in through the zone. I think we're headed right here, where we have to pick up the quest, Hell Has Frozen Over. And if I remember correctly, we're going to be dealing a lot with the Vrykul in this zone. And that could be interesting. Well, let's run out to the dock and we'll pick up the first quest that we would have picked up if we had taken the boat here initially and then dropped off of here. I think originally you probably would have completed both zones, both the Borean Tundra and the Howling Fjord, and the only question would have been what order to do it in. I don't think we're going to have to complete all of each zone to reach level 50. Let's see, Hell Has Frozen Over. Four Dragon's got another thing coming if he thinks the group of Green Guild scrubs he sent to defend this port can hold out much longer. McElroy raises an eyebrow as he examines your equipment. You, however, might fare a bit better. The importance of holding this port cannot be stated enough, and with those monsters flying overhead, the situation around here has gone from bad to worse. Report to Vice Admiral Keller, just northwest of here, and let him know that you're all out of bubblegum.
Off with you.
Alright. Right now things seem a little bit calmer here than they did when we first got to the Borean Tundra. No, he's literally just wandering around by the cannons. What could they be pointed at? What comes out of this cave that they need cannons over here?
Greetings.
Maybe we'll find out. The dwarf speaks the truth. We can't afford to lose this port. It's one of two safe harbors that the Alliance has on this chunk of frozen hell. The other being a few hundred miles west of here on the coast of the Borean Tundra. Yeah, we've been there. If Valgarde falls, our primary supply line into Northrend will cease to exist. From there, it'll only be a matter of time before we are all servants of the Lich King. Now, I don't know about you, but I've got a wife and 3 kids back in Elwyn, and I'll be damned if I'll go down without a fight. The situation here is critical, and we can use all the manpower you're able to muster. Get to the front gate and help the guards defend the city against monsters. Okay, so maybe it's not all as calm as I thought. These guys all back here seem pretty chill. You would think if there were monsters at the gate, they might wheel a couple of these wagons over, or cannons over, pull them behind some horses and use those, but I guess they can't be troubled. I don't know if these Vrykul are monsters necessarily, but they do have wargs. And wargs qualify as monsters. We can't loot the ones that the defenders have tagged. That's a little strange and unfortunate. So no loot for us, but I feel obligated to help some of them out. But apparently, as long as we stand right here, we're going to literally aggro everything that comes in, so maybe we should back up. They're just going to keep running right at us. That's not going to work. Yeah, we've somehow aggroed 3 of them. Unintentionally, and it doesn't seem to matter how far into town we pull them. Yeah, we're just going to have to reincarnate, I guess. I guess we just have to make sure that we don't do that again. I'm not sure what we did. Maybe they defeated one of the guards, so they weren't there to grab aggro off some of these guys. I don't know. It gives us a chance to get our buffs going, though. Let me click on this turkey. Alright, well, we'll stand much further back. We won't run up there at all. And we can just snipe some of them like this. I'd rather not do, but I don't want to run up there and aggro 50 of them. Okay, let's stay by the guards here. See, this one just ignored that guard. He ran right through the guard and right for us. The other ones circled around and went for the guard. I just don't know what the difference is. Very strange. And this one, he didn't get tagged by anybody else, but we didn't get to loot him either.
I'm out of range.
There's a little bit more music here than there was in the Borean Tundra. Oh look, we're in the same situation. Look, we got ourselves into the same situation we did before. Except this time I think the NPCs actually helped us. They might have actually been useful to us this time. Anyway, I was saying there's a bit more of a music track here than there seemed to be in the Borean Tundra. That's cool. We'll turn the music volume up a little bit. There we go. Now we're having trouble finding anybody. Here we go. Gonna have to get a couple of heals off here. And that's that. Let's get out of here before we pull anything else and get this first quest turned in. Probably want to sell everything in our inventory, like, immediately. But we would need to be able to find a vendor for that. That will help.
King's honor, friend.
You gave our defenders the extra support they needed. Morale is higher than ever now, thanks to you. I think they'll be able to handle the remaining onslaught on their own. I've got bigger plans for you. Rescuing the rescuers. We'd been here for a month when those malformed giants appeared out of thin air. We were ill-prepared for any sort of attack, and paid dearly for our complacency. An entire archaeology team was lost, and several townsfolk were abducted and taken to the ruins. We've been on the defensive ever since. To make matters worse, the scouts we sent to rescue our people have been harpooned by the Vrykul, and left for dead in the forest directly north of Valgarde. Dislodge those harpoons and free our scouts. Like, free them, or is it we're freeing their bodies? Didn't he say... Oh, I mean, I assume that if they've been harpooned, they were deceased.
Go with honor, friend.
But he's seeming to indicate maybe we can free them. We have to have a vendor here somewhere. That's for sure up here, it looks like.
to meet you.
We'll get a repair going, and we'll just sell. We should be able to sell everything. I think we've equipped all of our upgraded gear that we have. Not really interested in any of the materials, don't really need them. Potions might be useful sometimes. That's true. Keep a little bit of food in our bags, just in case we need it. It might not be a bad idea to get a stack of some... What is this? Restores health? Okay. That might not be a bad idea. We already have 20 of it. Alright, that should be enough bag space for now. Alright, well here are some harpooned soldiers. Let's see if they get up and run away. They seem... Yeah, apparently you can be harpooned straight to the ground, through your midsection, and then you're gonna... Oh no! Oh no! They do die. That's not funny. That's actually awful. Oh boy. So we're releasing them for a minute, and then they just keel over. Yeah, don't let my death go unavenged, stranger. Give them hell. Okay, I guess. And then we just leave their bodies here. Is that what you would do? You would just go yank the harpoons out of your fellow alliance and then just leave their bodies? Oh, we got them out of that awful harpoon that was pinning them to the ground. And they died. And we left them there. Quest completed. Doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really make any sense. Like, all we care about is that they're harpooned. We don't care to give their bodies, like, proper burial rites or whatever they happen to believe in. Just yank the harpoon out of them and let them bleed to death already. Seems a little harsh. Alright, enough. We must unharpoon more of our comrades here. And up here somewhere is a quest, which we'll check out when we're done aggroing, folks. I would like it if at least some of these guys were able to heal themselves up and, like, get back to the camp for healing. I mean, hell, we could heal them. We're a shaman. Why am I not healing these people? Well, hello there. How about you just let us heal ourselves here for a second? I'm not certain we're getting up here this way. I think we're gonna have to go around whatever this half wall is and hope that there's some kind of staircase or a ramp or something of that nature. Which maybe back here we could get up on these switchbacks. Scout Gallery. Fresh legs, rather. It's come at a great cost, but we've completed our inspection of the site. The news isn't good. Nearly everyone has been slain or captured. Only a few veteran guards remain unaccounted for. The scouts have done all we can here. You must pick up where we've left off. Sounds of a skirmish are coming from up the hill to the northeast. Have a look, Shaman. We can only hope there are some who have survived, and that they may have some intel we can use against the enemy.
Be careful.
So, I guess most of the scouts are dead. We're not gonna go try to investigate the sounds of battle, I guess. We're gonna just go back and report. Wait, what is this? This is a little bit weird. It's just not marking an objective on our map. Coming from the northeast. I have no idea. Oh. This is a dungeon quest? That's entirely strange. So this is just an Utgarde Keep quest. We will eventually do Utgarde Keep. It's just a little bit weird. I guess you would get that quest right away? I can't remember. If you would just jump into that dungeon right away, I guess you would. If you're at level with it, there'd be no reason not to get the quest and go do it. I think there's at least one more quest though. But part of me had thought maybe they'd moved all those quests inside of the dungeons, like right at the entrance, but no, the quest givers are apparently still out in the world. That's very good to know. Alright, well let's turn this one in, at least. And we'll have to save Utgarde Keep for another day.
Light be with you.
What the Vrykul did to our scouts was a gruesome display of savagery. It was a scare tactic, meant to weaken our resolve, to send us running in fear of our lives. It failed. We are going to show those monsters what it means to wage war against the Alliance. Let's take the one-handed mace. And let's get that equipped real fast. And then we'll put the axe in our offhand, and there we go, we have no more fist weapons. Prisoners of Wormskull. This battle's far from over. If our people are still alive inside that village, someone has to go and get them. Vice Admiral Keller nods at you. Hi there. How's it going? Yeah, just put that big woolly mammoth right in my face, thanks. Head north and enter Wormskull village. Once there, look for our people. If they are imprisoned, you'll need to find a way to break them out. Maybe they'll have some more information about what it is that we're actually fighting.
For the Alliance.
We're fighting really tall, giant human people. I mean, what else do you need to know? And now we have unlocked a bunch of side quests, it looks like.
What can I do for ya?
The Human League. We were on the brink of an archaeological breakthrough when those monsters attacked. Sadly, I was the only one to make it back to Valgarde. Now I don't know if my crew is dead or alive, but the artifacts we uncovered on that dig must be found. If you're heading into Wormskull Village, will you keep an eye out for my team? Yep, we will.
Off with you.
What else do we got? And this is where I lose my voice, probably. We'll see. Into the world of spirits. While the Explorers League may discern bits and pieces of the past through their archaeological findings, and the Vice Admiral might extract some knowledge of the present through brute force, the truth lies with the spirits. With the proper reagents, I am able to see into the spirit world. It is there that the past, present, and future of Northrend reside. If you wish to learn more, I will require my reagent pouch. Yep, I'm sure you will.
Well.
And lastly, we have dude up on crates. Guard Captain Zorak. Seems like a nice fella. Can I even reach you? Yes.
What can I do for
sort
you?
of. The path to payback. 2 weeks ago, our chief engineer got his hands on a Vrykul harpoon gun. The same type of gun that the Vrykul used to take down our ships. By studying that gun, he managed to put together a comprehensive operational manual. Unfortunately, he was abducted and taken north of here to Wormskull Village. We eventually did find him, but near death and without the manual. His dying words indicated that the manual was lost in the Utgarde Catacombs, located at the northwest end of Wormskull.
Be careful.
So we have a lot of stuff to do up in Wormskull Village, apparently. It's pretty obvious where we're going to be headed next now, isn't it? See how efficiently we can knock all of these out. They all seem to be just right in this general area, and they're all pretty well circled for us. However, there might be additional quests to pick up. And then, of course, we can't help but aggro everybody within a 50-yard radius of us, so that's a problem. Let's swim out here and we'll get the reagent pouch. Because I don't think anything else sends us out to the east here, so let's just get this done first. That'll give us our little world marker, which kind of like defeats a lot of the exploration when it comes to obviously finding stuff. Even within this circled area, we'd have to kind of figure out what part of the ship it was in, but this is seeming like it's going to lead us right to it. Oh, it's just here on top anyway. It's not even hidden below decks. And it was totally unguarded by anything. However, there is a quest to pick up out here, apparently. Oh, okay. Sure.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? What are you doing down here? Me? Oh, well, you see, I'm trying to clean this place up. Orders from Keller himself. He says to me, Harry, I want you to put on a diving bell and search the shipwrecks of Daggercap for our stuff. Say, maybe you could lend me a hand while you're down here. Throughout the bay, there are all kinds of goodies, supplies. Go out and bring me back whatever you find.
See you later.
So he wants us to find him random crap. Okay. Yeah, we can find you random stuff, that's fine. And again, it seems like we're almost just meant to do this now. Oh, there's one right here. Because there's nothing else to do out this way. There's nothing else to fight in the water, we just have this one quest, so... probably best bet is to just knock this out as quickly as we can. Although we need 10 of these things. It's a little weird that there aren't any enemies around here, isn't it? You think they would just throw something in?
I'm out of range.
Are we competing with these, or are we all going to be able to click them? Because I'm not sure. Also, I think that guy had a diving suit on, so there's probably an item we can click. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about our breath meter, which is great. At least they're all relatively close together.
It's too far away.
Okay, well there are some hammerhead sharks. Maybe I spoke too soon, although they seem to be quite a ways up there. Let's see if they take any interest in us, being that we are way down here. There are a ton of these, and they actually seem like they respawn pretty quick. I'm wondering what else this guy is going to want us to do. This is probably the very definition of a side quest chain. This probably doesn't lead anywhere too interesting or too important, but I could be wrong. It's just kind of hard to decide not to do it when it's right in the area that you're already standing in. Even if it is a side quest.
You need something?
We did find the supplies. Wow, you sure are efficient. Yep, well, just give me those crates. I'll need to document them and take inventory and some other stuff. Okay.
See you around.
Alright. That's literally all he has. And look, for some reason our helmet has kind of bugged out. And we're not wearing a helmet now. Although, oh, there we go. The game remembered to put the breath bar back up. That's interesting. I didn't realize they had a facial animation for, like, holding their breath. I don't know when that happened. That's very interesting. Alright, let's get out of the water. We could put on our helmet, but it's actually just reminding me of how annoying that I find it that we can't just disable our helmet in the menu. That we have to go to a transmog person, or we have to have the mount that has the transmog vendor on it in order to turn the helmet off. And so that every time we get a helmet upgrade, we're going to be back to having to visit the transmog vendor. There's probably one in Dalaran. But I just really wish it was still an option in the menus to disable helm and disable cloak. And sure, at the vendor, at the transmog, it doesn't cost anything at the when you transmog, but not for the helm and the cloak to not show, but it's still inconvenient to have to go to the ethereal to get that done, when it literally used to be an option in the menu. I just don't know if leaving our helmet off is a great idea. We probably need the stats. Let's put her back on, I guess, and cover up our awesome haircut. You found Polroy a bit too late, it seems. While looking over the corpse, you see a journal clenched tightly in Polroy's death grip. Upon examining the journal, you read what appears to be the scribbling of a dying dwarf. To whomever finds this journal, these bloodthirsty monsters have taken up residency in the ruins of Wormskull. What they want or why they're here is a mystery. In any case, the artifacts are not safe with those beastmen around. Zed and I made a new discovery while hiding out. A cipher to decode the tablets. Unfortunately, Zed and I were separated late last night. He had the cipher. Tablets were with Glorenfeld, and Daigarn. Location unknown. Find Zed. Well, I'm sure that won't be too hard. Somewhere, not in this building, but maybe somewhere around back. Oh, hi. Can we just
need something?
let you... How do we... We need a Dragonflayer cage key. Okay. Trying to figure out how we get to this. Very weird. Down. It's saying it's down somewhere. Is there some kind of basement? Or just like a cave entrance somewhere? Did we miss something inside of here? It's nothing that's accessible through the building. Huh. Well, okay then. Not 100% sure on that. Let's find out if we can get the keys from some of these guys, or if we're looking for a different type of enemy. Alright, nothing so far. Oh, and here's poor Zed. You found Zed, but you're no doctor, but the prognosis for Zed is most assuredly negative. It looks as if they were preparing to feed him to the wargs. Gruesome. There's no sign of the cipher on Zed. After carefully searching the area, you discover some writing in the dirt. Glor and Day inside Catacombs have cipher and tablets. Perhaps you should head into the Catacombs located just north of here and search for Glorenfeld and Daigarn. The bridge crossing the Warg Pit will lead you right to the tunnels leading to the Catacombs. Yep, we're going to the Catacombs. But are these crossing the Warg Pit? Okay, well... guess that means we have to go up here.
It's too far away.
So far these guys have not wanted to run away from us at all. I also don't think we found any keys though. Maybe we had the right idea before. Is this going to lead us to any kind of... well, yeah, there's some kind of cave back here. This could lead us somewhere. I'm not 100% sure. This might just be leading us to the dungeon entrances now that I think about it and look at the map. There's a cage key. Utgarde Catacombs. Okay. No. It's going somewhere. And now we have quest objectives. It's interesting that we had to go up in order to come back down. I'm fine with letting that person distract those guards, and we'll just run in a little further here. One of them is alive. About bloody time, Polroy and Zed are dead, and Dagarn. Glorenfeld shakes his head. Taken by the Dragonflayer chieftain into the depths of these catacombs, I overheard that oversized mongrel mention something about a sacrifice to the Dread King. Cypher is hidden away in Dagarn's grimy beard. What? Dwarves hide things in their beards all the time. They're keeping Dagarn locked up in a cage at the large fighting ring nearby. From what I've gathered, the Dragonflayers bring out their prisoners to battle against their most powerful gladiators. They dump the losers in the basement where scourged necromancers turn them into ghoulies. It's horrifying. But first things first, the tablets are strewn about all across this dungeon. Let's get those recovered before you go off trying to be a hero. Okay, so run around in here and pick up the tablets. Got it. And then what else? Well, I guess we'll find out. Now, it doesn't mark these guys for it, but I think they have a chance to drop the keys. Oh, we're competing for these drops, I think. I think that we are. So we need to be a little quick here. I mean, if there are other players around. I did see a couple other players, I thought. Apparently when we reincarnated, I never remembered to put our buffs back on. That's awesome. Way to win. I'm just purposely adding another layer of difficulty. That's what I'll go with. And there's yet another quest down here. Man, they really want to load you up on quests and quest givers to a point where you really can't follow any of the narrative threads very easily, because you're just kind of being dragged all over the place. One thing leads to another, but then you have to circle back to actually finish the thing you set out on to begin with, kind of thing. It's a little jarring sometimes. Yeah, you can go ahead and take him. I'm going to grab this book. Okay, here's the manual. So, wow, that's how we had to get underground, was to come into these catacombs. I never would have thought to look for the entrance to these catacombs if we hadn't been guided there by that other quest. Ares gasps for air as he tries to speak. I'm an envoy for the Argent Crusade, charged with a sacred duty. Our forces were decimated in the Plaguelands. By the light of dawn, the artifact was cleansed and made pure once more. So many perished in the wake of its redemption. There's still a chance, still time. The artifact was hurled into the den by the fallen. Den of the fallen, far below us, guarded by the unmerciful dead. Ares' body glows with a blinding light. Light will protect you. Recover the sacred artifact. Okay. We have a shining light, protected by the shining light. Undeath is repelled by your presence. Fair enough. I don't know what that's going to do for us exactly. Maybe we'll find out. Yeah, it sucks having to share these drops. I'm gonna run in here and grab this. No, he already got it. It happens that fast. I would have helped him fight the guy, but... Here's one.
Get closer.
Can we let any of these guys out? I think we have like one key, but these guys don't seem to be able to... we can't unlock their cages. Doesn't seem like. There's probably not going to be any back here. But this one has respawned. As has this one. So, we have to share them with other players, but it seems like they do respawn pretty quickly. Alright, well let's turn this one in before we adventure down and try to find the sacred artifact. Unless the sacred artifact is somewhere over here? I think it has to be below us. I don't think it's right here. You've done well, mate. Now that we've secured the tablets, we can try and save Dagarn's life and recover the cipher that will help us decode the meaning behind these ancient relics. I'll hold on to these tablets. You rescue Dagarn. You might already have seen the room where Dagarn is being held while you were gathering the tablets. It's through this corridor and then down a set of steps. Dagarn will be in the room at the bottom of the steps, locked up tight. Okay. Locked up tight. Alright, yeah, he's gonna be somewhere below us. What is going on here? This is the ring where they toss their people, their prisoners, to fight. Alright, let's see if we can get him out. Yep, you found me. Whoop-de-doo. And no, I don't have the cipher. My beard was the first thing those beasts checked. Olaf's the one that's got it now. He's the chieftain of the gladiators. Olaf will come out if you defeat the other gladiators. That's about the only way we're getting that cipher back. Put on your wampum boots and get busy in the Ring of Judgment. If you do manage to get the cipher back, return it to Glorenfeld, over near the entrance to these catacombs. Me, don't worry about me. We're on the brink of discovering the missing link to humankind. Okay. Well, we could have broken him out, I'm sure. Well, there's Olaf's corpse. Not sure what else we have to do. Maybe we just fight random enemies around this area? Music's getting a little loud, isn't it?
I need to get closer.
Only the crescendos are loud. The rest of the time it's still pretty subtle. I see something glowing. Is it the artifact? Yes, it is. Sacred artifact. I'm not sure why this is counting down. Do we need to get that turned in, like... This is a timed quest. Well, damn. Do we have time to get Olaf to come out? Before we try to turn this timed quest in? That's the question. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm thinking maybe we have to get this turned in. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Oh, okay, we need this to get through this room, I hope. Okay. Yep. Alright, it all makes sense now. I feel like we're still taking a little bit of damage, and that's a little bit intimidating. So let's get this and we'll heal up before running out. Alright. Basically, if we don't have this buff, there's no way we would be able to get through here. Maybe if you had, like, a kick-ass group, you could do it. I don't remember this guy being here before. That's a little bit inconvenient. We'll pull him all the way up these stairs. Oh, lovely. Hello there. I like that we're now getting procs for our free Storm Strike where it takes it off cooldown and we get to cast it again. That's really awesome. Alright, and then we need to turn this in. Oh, this is the cipher. So we picked up the cipher that had dropped from Olaf because someone else had defeated him? And then we went down and got the artifact. Okay. Alright, I guess we don't have to go back and fight Olaf. We picked it up because someone had just killed him. I didn't pick up on that at first. For some reason I thought we were picking up the artifact or a piece of the artifact, and I didn't realize we were actually picking up the cipher. Like I said, feeling a little bit under the weather. Fascinating tale. Something is actually judging these things? To what end? For what purpose? Well, never mind that nonsense. Someone else can figure out that stuff. We got the cipher and the tablets back, and only 2 fatalities in the whole ordeal. Yeah, I guess. 'Tis a shame we lost 2 of our best dwarves while uncovering these relics. They sacrificed their lives to keep this information safe. Glorfeld wraps the cipher and tablets in a tattered cloth. Take these back to Valgarde. McSorf will know what to do with the find. As for me, I'll be alright on my own. I've gotten this far in one piece. Okay, perfect. And then we just need to... We need to get out of here, firstly. And then we can release prisoners. That's up top, so we just need to get ourselves out of this cavern. And I don't think we have anything else that we need to do down here. Not having to fight Olaf ourselves kind of saves some time off of our Catacombs journey here. We will fight this guy. Having him trail behind us is going to be kind of pointless. And we probably need to set our Hearthstone over in Valgarde. That would be a swell idea. Alright, now that we're back out of the cave, we can find some Vrykul who maybe have a chance of dropping the keys. We have 1 key already. So we just need 2 more.
I don't have a target.
But I jumped us right into a den of wargs, so we are going to have to fight our way out of here. You look like you could have a key. Maybe. Potentially. That's 2. We'll fight the guys that are near the cages that we have to get to anyway. That's a good strategy. This guy's coming right at us, obviously. At least he let us finish the cast for opening the cage before he hit us. That was polite of him. Oh look, she's helping us. That's actually really amazing. Who are you? You're just a random Valgarde mage, a Draenei. But yeah, we can definitely use the help. Who else is guarding a cage? Well, we have one more key we could use.
I need to get closer.
Awesome tree form here. The Kultiran Druid cat form. Tree form. It looks like a tree, but it's a cat. It's a bark-covered cat, and that is pretty damn cool.
Open your heart to the light.
Unfortunately, it looks like the same exact character model again. We're encountering so many of these clone character models in Northrend. How did we fail this? Oh, was it that we didn't get it turned in time? See, for some reason I only thought we needed to worry about the timing to use the bubble to get down there, because the bubble was going to wear off. Huh. Yeah, well, if I'd been feeling 100%, I might have realized that. It's okay, I'll take care of that on my own. I'll run back down there and I'll do that one again. So we need to get back to the quest giver, obviously. Alright, who has one more key for us?
Something first.
There we go, that should be our last key. Alright, let's head back to town and we can turn these in and we can set our hearthstone there. And if we're lucky, we'll just be able to breeze right by all these guys and they won't notice us at all. There we go. Now, as long as a bunch don't spawn on top of us. Kind of like this. Like, there's no guards to keep them occupied. I wonder if anyone will fight them no matter how far into town we pull them. No one is interested in fighting these wargs. Like, where do we have to go? There we go, someone's taking care of them.
Well met.
The soldiers you rescued had a good bit of information for us. These monsters call themselves Vrykul. The tribe that's taken up residence in Wormskull Village is led by a mystic named Giannis, who himself is an underling of another Vrykul known as Igvar the Plunderer. We will pick up all the quests next time, so we'll turn these all in, and next time we'll start off by picking up all the subsequent quests. That way we can kind of keep things a little bit straight in our heads from episode to episode as to the plot lines that we're kind of working through. At least it helps me. Sorting these tablets out is going to take some time. All I can gather from a precursory study is that whatever used to be here was an ancestor of the humans. Those Vrykul things probably killed them all off. Anyhow, we'll know more once we get these relics set up.
Safe travels.
So I guess we're learning that the Vrykul were the ancestors of humans?
The
Is
Naru
what we're
have not
going to
forgotten
learn?
us.
A bit worse for the wear, but still functional. Thoralius reaches into the pouch and removes some odd-looking roots. Now place them in the fire and inhale. Thoralius throws the roots into the smoldering incense burner. Thoralius inhales deeply. His body begins to quiver. What? It cannot be. I cannot. Ooh, cliffhanger.
May your days be long.
What did we just throw into the fire? Something he did not appreciate.
Light be with you.
We did find the manual. Zorik flips through the manual. Interesting. According to the manual, the Vrykul have a special tool that allows them to control the harpoon guns with deadly accuracy. It looks a bit like the wheel of one of our ships. Furthermore, it's portable and seems to plug into the harpoon guns like a key. We need to get our hands on one of those. Alright, well, we turned in a few. We have a few to pick up. We are going to find an inn and we're going to set that as our binding point. and we are going to take a little break. Let me know what you guys think of the Howling Fjord so far. As always, thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate all the support. Take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Northrend soon. Bye now.